36 in C. Fergus. The umpires for the day are from the Whyalla Football League panel. Umpire Greg Mackay and Aldo Worthington.
Yes, 1 o'clock. You talking up?
Excuse me, can I get a double adapter and put in the power, please?
Recording now. Recording now.
One of the other rooms. Other room?
Yeah, change rooms. Other change rooms. So, just waiting the start of the grand final, 1984 seconds grand final. Just waiting for the players to get settled. Umpires McKay and Whyalla. Long awaited clash this one. It's good morning to Noel Sharp.
Good morning, Peter. How are you?
All right. So we're going to start about 5 minutes late for this game, but umpire McKay just waiting commencement of the game. So umpire McKay to get the 1984 seconds grand final underway. There's a bounce. Knocked down by South. Taken by McNamara. Play their free kick going to central, like a holding the ball decision, and the T.A. Evans medalist of 84, Kenny Burton, will take the first kick. Here's his kick. Goes to centre half forward, big pack of players, ball hits the ground. Hand pass away there by South. Coming through there was a player there in busking for central. He goes to ground with the ball, gets a hand pass out. Oh, Biles has the ball straight between the legs, and a free kick will go to Biles on the centre wing position on the grandstand side. The Centrals will go deep into attack. Biles' kick, centre half forward, Callery, but in front there, almost a good mark taken there by Cole. The ball hits the ground, a hand pass comes out there to a South player in Davidson. He's the vice captain of the South side. His kick up the centre wing. Player there, number 44, was Phillip for Central, gets a hand pass away. Ball straight to a South player. Hand pass to Davidson. South using a handball as they drive the ball. The player there being number 28 in Blacken. In the meantime, we've got, is it a mark or a free? No,
out of bounds on the full.
Out of bounds on the full, so player there in Leighton will take the free kick.
Leighton kicks the ball up into centre forward looking for captain coach Callery. The ball's knocked away, comes down to the ground, tapped away there by South, taking a clear run to their own man. Again, it's down onto the ground, can't get the ball away. Sticky conditions at the start of the game here. South work it out into the open, or smothered there by Central, taken away by Callery. Kicks it to the forward flank, and it's a good mark there, taken by number 8 in
Jeff Harris.
Yeah. Jeff Harris has swung the arm, and there's a free kick given against him to South.
Undisciplined play there, no, wasn't it?
Yes, early in the game though, Peter. This is sure to happen. Free kicks taken by South, kick to centre wing. It's all fly up there. It's nearly marked there at the bottom of the pack by Holder. But it's a free kick given away, Peter, there, and it'll be taken right on the central Whyalla sign. Kick to the half forward flank. Over the top of the pack. Hanley got the ball now. Spins around, gets the ball out clear. It's a good play there. Holder this time gets it clear. But it's taken away there by number 12 in
Ken
Burton, medalist from this year, and he kicks the ball to centre wing.
That was Gary kicking the ball to centre wing. Number 4 is Hewish trying to punch the ball in front of him. 6 is Stutley. He gets a hand pass over to McNamara. That was a good play there by South. McNamara's got a player loose in board into the just forward of centre, and that player there, number 28, is Steve Glacken. Glacken with the ball between centre, or just forward of centre. There's his kick. Goes up to centre half forward. Abraham's in that pack as a milling pack of players. The ball hits the ground. Tapped on Whyalla Davidson, number 2 for South. He comes out with it again. Well done, Davidson. He gets a hand pass to Abraham and a short pass here, looking for a player at the full forward position is marked. And just waiting for that player to turn around. That was a good passage of play there. Well done by Davidson, Noel.
Yes, Peter, very good.
I think this is Graham Dorr. It is. He's on up for the first goal of the day.
Yes, another bit of experience in the side, Peter.
Dorr's kick is, I think he's put it through. First goal on the board to South through Graham Dorr. The South draw first spot on the 1984 final. They got a 1-goal Central's yet to score. Comments, Noel Sharp.
Yes, Peter. Well, South showed the experience there going into attack, moved the ball around and looked towards the face of goal and picked out Graham Dorr, a very experienced player in front of goal, and he made no mistake. The first goal of the game to South.
That was well done by Davidson and Abraham too, combining that ball to get it out the door, and he made no mistake from about 25 to 30 metres.
Yes, a lot of experience there, Peter.
So it's back with umpire McKay, right in the centre of the ground. Been playing for almost 4 minutes in this first quarter. There's the bounce, comes down to Burton, but coming through McNamara. McNamara, number 3 for South, up to centre half forward. Player there in good position to mark for Central's was Seaman, but he drops the mark, and the ball hits the deck. 8 is Dorr. Player there on Holder going to the ground, but the ball up will be on the half forward right flank with South into attack.
Yes, greasy conditions here, Peter, at the start of this game, a light drizzle falling.
There's a bounce. 17 is Leighton for Central. The loose ball comes out to Gary Burton. He picks it up at half-back flank. Ball ducks ahead, gets a hand pass. He's caught holding the ball, and a free kick will go to South. That player will be Abraham, the captain coach of the South side. And I think he fancies himself for a score here. No, he's going to...
He'd be a good kick in these conditions, Peter, wouldn't it?
So Paul Abraham, very experienced campaigner. He's about 45 metres out, but as Noel said, greasy conditions make this hard to score from that position. Lead coming out from a teammate, but he likes to go along to the goal square. Good kick too from Abraham. There's a pack of players go up. No one can get it down. Number 5 there for South was McLean. Dorr picks the ball up, tries to get a hand pass. It's been blocked there by number 27 and Hewish. South having trouble picking the ball up on the greasy conditions. Called play on by the umpire. It's on the far side flank. I think we'll see a ball up. The umpire McKay letting it go on. No, he's eventually the ball's over the line for throwing. So it's still 1 goal to South. Central yet to score. The throw in on the half forward flank on the far side of the ground. 17 was Leighton. Ball hand passed out by the South that goes straight to Central player there, number 3 in Hosking. Hosking's long hand pass out there to Hewish. He's having trouble picking the ball up, and the ball in fact beats him over the line for a throw in. So we've been playing for 5.5 minutes on the first quarter of the 84 seconds grand final, and South have 1 goal. Central's yet to score. Throw in on the far side of the ground. Kenny Burton trying to trap the ball. South player they're going hard. It's Canciani, but he's overruns the ball. Ball player pulled off the ball from South will get a free kick. And a 15-metre penalty to boot by the look of it. So South get their 4-3 for the quarter. In the meantime, the pass has found Vince Canciani, the half forward left. He'll go long. He'll drive it right into the square. Holder's number 36, bit of pushing and shoving going on there. Seaman fists the ball out to play there, number 44 and Phyllis. Well, he loses the ball. Coming there for South was Travers, Phil Travers. He's set upon, picked up again by Phyllis. He's kicked back to the centre wing position. He's going to be Mark well in front there by player and Jimmy Hewish.
Hewish kicking the ball down the far side of the ground. Steadies down now, has a lead in the centre of the ground given by Kenny Burton. Sets up the loose man, kicks the ball across onto that attacking wing again, but it's held up well in defence there, far side of the ground. Good mark on the half-back flank by South. Kick the ball to the centre wing again. The wind holds it up. Burton in front using experience gets down to Callery. Callery hand passes out wide to Hewish. Ball comes down to the forward pocket. Very hard to control it there in the greasy conditions in front of the scoreboard as the South move the ball out. Tap the ball forward, looking for McNamara. McNamara's overrun by an avalanche of people, and a good tackle there applied to a South player. Not much chance to get rid of it, and Central's pick up a free kick.
Both teams going in very hard now, as well they might. This is the last chance for the year. No second prizes after today. There's a short pass, or it's not marked by Hoskin. Cool play on, picked up by Abraham. He's going to be flanked by Canciani. There's a hand pass. In turn out there wide to a player, the number 35 in Travis for South. He's got the ball just about centre half forward. He's legged as he kicks the ball. Cool play on. Coming in there was playing Leighton. Gets a high tackle and must get the free kick. He's at centre half back. Steve Leighton, only a young player, but shows a bit of promise, this boy. This is his kick out to centre wing. Should be marked. The player they're dropping the mark for Central was Paul Devlin. The ball hits the ground. Canciani's on the bottom of that pack. Travers is there, number 35. Phyllis, number 44, cycles off the ground. The ball goes over the line for the throw-in. So we've seen some few body clashes already in this game, Noel.
Yes, Peter, and both sides going in hard early in the game.
So it's thrown on the centre wing on the grandstand side. Buckland jostling for position, Canciani, but out the back there is taken by McNamara. He's been prominent so far in the game. He's kick up to centre half forward. At the back there, Mark tried to be taken there by Holder, but coming through for Central was a player kicking up there and finds a teammate. Hoskins, number 3, trying to get out of trouble. Gets out with a hand pass to player number 16 and Devlin.
And a high tackle.
A high tackle will see a free kick to that player.
So Paul Devlin got a free kick. No, it's a FAD. No, it's got to go back to Paul Devlin. He's the Terry Evans medalist in the thirds this year.
The thirds medalist. Got the ball at centre wing.
Kicks the ball to the centre half forward looking for Callery, and Callery uses the body well, Peter, and gets in front, holds out his opposition player and marks the ball.
Showed all his experience there, Noel.
Got to lead at full forward, but elects to go for the big one. It's a tumble punt and dropping in front. It's marked very good by Sidney Carter. Sidney Carter was the destroyer of West in the third quarter last week, Peter.
He's kicked a few goals in the crucial moment, didn't he?
Yes, used his experience and bulk well. Good snap, left foot kick, normally very accurate, and no doubt about it this time, Peter, and the scores are level at the 10-minute mark of the first quarter in this grand final of the 1984 seconds.
Yes, that was a good play by Callery, as you said. Used his body well, Noel, in that centre half full position. Kicked it to player there in Sid Carter, and he done the damage from about 20 metres out for South and put a goal on the board. So 1 goal apiece, almost 10 minutes into the quarter. Pretty evenly matched, these teams, Noel. They've played 3 times throughout the year, and South have won 2, Central's 1, so hasn't been a great deal amongst it. Although in the second semi-final, South had a big win, but that doesn't count for much today. There's a bounce back in the centre. Tap goes straight to Davison, number 2 for South. He's kick up to centre half forward. Player there, well done by Holder. Taps it further afield to a teammate. 8 is door there, comes back to Holder. Gets a hand pass to a player going past. That was number 23 in Hanley. He can have a shot for goal from about 35 metres out. I think he's drilled it through from behind. So Rex Hanley, he's had plenty of A-grade experience as well. Kicks it behind.
Yeah, good play there by Holder, getting that ball forward, Peter. He committed himself with the body, tapped it over the top to give South the run forward.
So Bertram Seabum kicked the ball in from the full-back position, favours the grandstand side. He's kicking, you're looking for Hewish. It's not Hewish, it's the player in Devlin again, is it not? Number 8, now it's in fact Jeff Harris. Hand pass by Travers, a long hand pass to Canciani. He's got Abraham further field, but he's too slow, but gets out of it well with a dummy. Abraham, the hand pass to Travers. Travers, he's under pressure as he gets the kick away into the full forward position. Coming through there was a player there for South, number 5 in, should say, who was that? Jeff McLean. And McLean's offline and through for the minor score. Having a bit of trouble picking some of these players up now. But no doubt during the course of the game will be pretty right. Bert Seaman will kick the ball in again from the full-back position.
Yes, and conditions winding up a little bit, Peter. Ball still a bit slippery though as Seaborn kicks the ball out from full-back, going on the far side of the ground. South player Holder at the bottom of the pack there tries to get the ball clear. Stacks on the middle, umpire McKay letting it, and Aldo letting the ball go, Peter, aren't they?
Yeah, where's your Tina?
Aldo.
It's probably an easier way of getting out of it, no?
It's a poor bounce though as the ball comes down, knocked wide for Hosking, but it's taken away by South. Holder's the player with it, gets on the left foot, kicks the ball to the forward pocket, but it's all Central's there, and it's number 16 in
Devlin.
Paul Devlin. Can't quite control the ball, and we see a boundary throw in 15 metres around from the left behind post, South into attack, leading 1-2 to Central's 1 clear goal. Boundary throw in again, it's tapped over the back by Central's, can't get the ball clear, it's kicked down to centre wing, in front of it, using the experience as McNamara, used the body well there, Peter.
Player loose in the centre.
Brings the ball into the centre of the ground. take the ball through to centre forward. It's a perfectly dispatched pass. He's looking for Graham Dorr, and it's found Graham Dorr with already 1 goal, Peter.
Yes, strong mark by Dorr in front of his opponent at that time, Subin. And I'd say a little bit too far out to score now, but although he'd be about 45 metres out, he's going for a short pass looking for Abraham. That's a well executed pass. So Abraham from about 25 metres out now should put a score on the board here.
Yes, it's very unselfish and disciplined football there by Graham Dorr, Peter.
So Abraham, chance for goal number 1. South could advance to 2-2 with an accurate kick. Centrals are 1 goal as Abraham lines up, puts boot to ball. I think he's posted it through, so South kick their 2nd goal at the 12-minute mark, or almost approaching the 13-minute mark. In fact, they go to 2-2. Central on 1 goal. Comments, Noel Sharp.
Yes, well, Paul Abraham's not noted for his kicking for goal normally, Peter, but he was very, very deliberate with that one. So he has 1 goal at this stage, and the player that passed it to him, Graham Dorr, as we said, very unselfish play and disciplined football by Graham Dorr. Use his experience, give it to Abraham in the sticky conditions right in front of goal, and he made no mistake.
So 2-2 plays 1 goal back in the centre. Harris is number 8. I think we'll see another ball up. No, he's letting it go on. McNamara tries to get the hand pass out to Davidson. Well, as a milling pack of players throw themselves on the ball. McNamara emerges with the ball. Hand passes out there to the direction of Hanley. He tries to tap it further afield, but coming through for Central. There's a player on the left foot, kicks it out to centre wing. Biles is there for Central. He's going to be shepherded by Hewish. Hewish goes to the ground, but Biles with body over the ball, picks it up at centre wing, kicks it up to half forward. Simmons is underneath the ball. Gets a hand pass over to Burton. That was well done, Simmons. Burton's on the run now as he kicks it into centre half forward. Pass just dropped short of a player there for Central. Leighton coming through at the back, player there number 13, but in the meantime the whistle's gone. And a free kick will go to Andrew Hosking. And a 15-minute penalty to boot, which will put him well within kicking range.
Yes, that's a good 15 metres too, Peter.
Hosking, I should say, would be well within range now. No, he's only about 25 metres out from goal. 6 frees to 4 in favour of Central at this stage. Hosking from, as we said, 25 metres out. Kick on its way. It looks pretty good from here. The umpire says a goal. South Central's go to 2 goals, trailing South 2-2. So at the 14.5-minute mark now, she's a difference of only 2 behinds.
Yes, Peter, and what a very probably ideal conditions for a game of football now with an excellent crowd at this early stage of the day.
Yes, the rain has left us for the time being, and I think the ball's starting to dry out a bit now as the conditions on the ground. Kenciani coming off Noel, is he? And he's going to be replaced by Platten, is it? No, it's number... Just waiting to see that player about to come on. We'll pick him up in a minute. I think it's Russell Island. There's the ball back in the centre, taken by player there 41 in turn. He gets a hand pass here to Callery. Callery short pass looking for a teammate, but it's too far for that player in Harris. He's got the run of the ball now, but coming through for South was player number 22 and Taylor. And Hewish showing a lot of pace. He's got the ball at half forward right, kicks it into the centre half position, half forward position, and Kenny Burton dropping down from the centre of the ground has taken the mark. Kicked to position altered, and Kenny Burton dropped into the space at centre half forward. And so he's got a chance for goal number 3 for Central. He's a kick, normally a very accurate kick is Kenny Burton. No exception. And he's put it through for his first goal, and Central's third. They go to 3 goal. South's at 2-2 as Russell Island prepares to come on for South.
Yes, well, Centrals did that well, Peter, as you called it. Hewish committed his body to the ball, got it out into the open, and they used the loose man and the old campaigner from way back, Ken Burton, Will of the Wisp, set himself up in front of goal and made no mistake from only 20 metres out.
A couple of very experienced finals players too now, aren't they? Hewish and Burton, and they combine well on that occasion to put a goal on the board. Kencian is coming off, and Ireland coming on this. Tap down. South get the tap. Abraham's there, number 18 for South. South gets one on the back and get a free kick. Sat there and waited for his opponent there to push him in the back. There's Abraham. He's kicked to centre half forward. He'll be looking for Holder. The ball comes to ground. Player there, number 36, was in fact Holder. He's got the left foot shot for goal. Hooks it around. I think he's put it through now. There's a good goal from Holder. And a quick reply by South. They go to 3 goals, 2. Central's on 3 goal. And he's playing well up that half-forward position as Holder on.
Yes, Peter Holder had a few games in league this year, Peter, and was a star in the Whyalla combined side in the Kookaburra Cup, wasn't it, I think?
Yes, no.
And he's probably a very experienced player in the seconds, even though he is a thirds player. But that was a very accurate shot there.
Yeah, Sonny's left foot, Noel, too, snapped it pretty well to hold it. Back in the centre with umpire Whyalla. Said that one pretty well. There's a bounce. It's knocked it further afield by South. Coming through there, number 33 for Central's in Noble. His hand pass here is going to be almost taken by Phyllis, but he dropped the ball. Coming through there for Central, player there trying to pick it up is number 16 in Devlin. He's diving on top of the ball as Devlin, and we'll see a ball up on centre wing. So we've been playing for 17.5 minutes in this first quarter. South leads 3-2 to Central 3 goal. Another knock there by South. Comes to Abraham, gets boot the ball, but doesn't gain much distance for his team. Devlin coming in, picks the ball up, uses his pace to get around a player and hold it, kicks it back from whence it came. Well, marked spill there by Central player number 11 and number 41 in Turner. Hand pass here comes out to Hosking. He's going to be set up on by a couple of players. And a high tackle according to the umpire. We'll see a free go to Hosking. So Andrew Hosking from centre wing. South player on the ground. He looks pretty crook now.
Yes.
Here's Hosking's kick. Goes to the centre half forward position. Callery. Off hands, well done Simmons. He loses the ball. Knocked on further afield by South. Coming through there, 28 is Glacken for South. Gets the kick up to the centre of the ground where it's marked by number 19 in Roger Matz.
And Matz gets the ball up the ground. Good play, kicks the ball along. It's kicked to full forward. It's all Centrals there as Seaborn gets the ball out, kicks far side of the ground. Hanley's in the box seat here. He's a left footer and can get on the ball. Can he get around? He can't control it properly. Use experience. McNamara gives him a shepherd. Oh, McNamara takes a dive there and the umpire saw it, and Simon McNamara will take the free kick centre wing.
7-6 to free Central's way, no?
McNamara plays on, kicks the ball into the centre of the ground, looking for Anderson. Ball's taken away there by Devlin again, but Travers can't get it. It's taken away there again by number 5 in McLean. McLean gives the ball
to Matz,
and he kicks to centre half forward, following it up well. That player again, Peter, and kicks the ball to full forward, but he's way offline. Lucky to scrape it in for a point, McLean.
Jeff McLean, now that's his second behind. Jeff McLean. So South go to 3 goals 3, 21 Central 3 goals 18, so 3 points of difference. And we've been playing for 19.5 minutes in this first quarter. Bert Seaborn to put the ball in. He'll go straight down the ground to centre half back, looking for his big player there in Leighton. He doesn't let him down at centre half back and takes a good mark. Plays on quickly. Oh, Kenny Burton loses his footing. Player there coming through for South, number 40 in Hoare. But the ball's been taken away there by Central. The loose ball comes out to Harris. He's got the ball in half forward right. Here's his kick into the full forward position, but in front, Taylor for South takes a well-judged mark.
Yes, Grant Taylor, experience there. Kept his eyes on the ball as he moved backwards. Puts the ball up. It's nearly marked there by number 2 in Simmons. Simmons, perfect hand pass to Callery. Callery lines up for a goal, 40 metres out. Has he got it, Peter? No, a little bit inaccurate there, Trevor Callery.
I think Trevor would have liked a little bit more time than to steady, but had to put the ball on the boot fairly quickly and was just offline through for the minor score. So 3-1 plays 3-3 now, so it's only 2 points of difference.
Yes, and not a lot of sign of nerves at the moment, Peter. Players going fairly well.
Taylor kicks in. Players jostling for position. McNamara gets a bit of a high tackle and we'll get a free kick. He's at half back. So Simon McNamara, the run-up for the T.A. Evans medal in the seconds. Here's his kick. Goes to half-back flank. Well, ball spills out the back of the pack to Kenny Burton. Burton's kick is smothered though, and South through a player there, number 15 in Ireland, the new player on the ground. But he loses the run on the ball to a player there in Hewish. He's trying to pick the ball up. Ronnie Hewish comes in, gets a hand pass there. Ireland's there for South, kicked off the ground. This will favour Biles. Biles got the ball at half forward, shrugs her tackle, goes to ground, then gets a hand pass out, which is intercepted by South. That player being Cole, and his kick out to the far side of the ground will be marked no. Spilt by Central. A lack of talking there. Player there getting a high tackle for South. There's a player number 5, Jeff McLean, and he's got the free on centre wing, far side of the ground.
McLean with the free kick, centre wing. Puts it into the centre half forward position, looking for Holder. Holder's forced out, says umpire Whyalla. And Peter Holder will take a...
Don't cry for me, Whyalla.
Free kick. On the left foot, a perfect pass there, dispatch it to Abraham. Abraham in the clear, kicks it out wide, and he's got Graham Dorr. And Dorr's probably too far out to score here, Peter. Will he look for the short pass?
I think he'll kick it to the square. No, kick long, although there's a lead from Davidson now. It goes long to the square. 16 for South is Anderson.
Oh, he's got a goal.
Off hands to Anderson, and he's put it through now. So a quick goal off hands at Anderson. And South kicked their 4th goal at the 22-minute mark. They go to 4-3, Central's 3-1, so we've got a lead of a difference now of 8 points.
Yes, poor defence there by the Central's players, Peter. They should have forced that through for behind.
Big fella did it well, Noel, didn't he?
Yes, very quick reflexes to grab hold of the ball and put it straight through for a goal.
So as we said, 4-3 plays 3-1, 22 minutes into the quarter. And a pretty handy goal there to South. So back in the centre with umpire McKay. There's the bounce. 17 is Leighton. Ball comes in off hands to a player in Ireland who come on the ground some moments ago. Replaced Kenciani. Abraham fists the ball further afield, taken by Clayton. Then he's backup support. Player there, number 16, was the kicker of the last goal in Anderson. But he goes to ground. In the meantime, a free kick's been given for in the back to player there, number 11, in Glenn Clayton. He's in the back pocket is Clayton on the last line of the fence. He's going to favour the grandstand side. Here's his kick. Looking for a player there in Noble, number 33. Can he find him? No. Noble spills the mark. The ball trickles over line for a throw in on the half-forward flank with South into attack. 23 minutes into the quarter. So it's South by 8 points in the 1984 grand final, first quarter. There's a tap down taken by Burton off hands, is well read. His kick to centre wing, Phyllis in front, and Phyllis will get the free kick for a bit of a nudge. So T.M. Phyllis, as he's known, there's his kick. Kicks it further afield. Player there coming through with plenty of vigour was Cole, but he's given a free kick away. In fact, Simmons will be the player to get the free kick, and John Simmons is on grandstand centre wing. Just about on the insignia. There's the pass here, looking for Hewish, who's come around from the centre wing position on the other side. Taps it out well to Biles. Biles kicks, or kick is smothered. Well done to the South defence in. Davidson trying to come through. Shepherding well was Calorie to allow Biles to come through. His kick for goal is going to be marked, is it? It's off hands and through for the minor score.
No, I think he's getting a free kick, Peter.
Is he?
Yes.
There's a free kick to Rosewarne. Rosewarne takes plenty of... doesn't take much time to get that ball out to the half-back position. There's a kick into the centre of the ground looking for Ireland. He's marked the ball in the centre of the ground. You get a hand pass over, although Ronnie Hewish has him pretty well guarded. There's a kick by Ireland at the far half-forward flank. It's going to be marked out there right on the siren by Rex Hanley. So at quarter time, we see South on 4-3, Central's 3-1, so there's only a difference of 8 points now.
Yes,
we're back for the start of the second quarter very shortly.
You're off.
Back for the second quarter, Noel.
Yes, Peter, and first quarter, 10 frees each, 115 metre each against the side, and South kicked out of bounds once on the full.
Okay. So all in ready for the start of the second quarter. Aldo Wurjatina bouncing the ball in the centre of the ground. Bucks go up, they go. Tap down there to Biles. Well done to Kitty Burton. Burton's kick at the half forward. Harris number 8 is going the wrong way and marked by Rosewarne on the half back line. So a couple of South players done up with thighs there. Noel, Rosewarne one and Taylor's another. There's a kick by Rosewarne into the centre of the ground. Up hands it comes to play the number 5 in McLean. McLean gets the ball across to Abraham. Abraham on the left foot kicks it to the half forward flank position. The running ball's eluded a few players. Hanley using his body there for South. Having a bit of a wrestling match with his Clayton. Well, there's a cool play on McNamara with a throw over to a player on Hanley. Hanley's kick up to half forward. Door goes up with one hand, taken by Seaborn. He'll clear for Central. Let's go straight to Hanley. He takes the mark at half forward left.
Experience there by McNamara.
Here's a nice throw, wasn't it?
One side of the umpire as Hanley kicks the ball into centre half forward. Looking for Holder, but Holder can't get his hands to the ball. Stacks on the middle with Central come down. The ball comes out to Davidson, but he can't control it properly. A Central player at the bottom of the pack there, very lucky not to be pinged for holding the ball, Peter. As umpire McKay comes in and says, I'll bounce it.
Yeah, as you said, Noel, in the first quarter there were 20 frees, so that just shows that the umpire was trying to assert the authority early in this game.
Yes, as umpire McKay puts the ball down, it's tapped out by Central. Ball comes out wide. McNamara and Kenny Burton, two experienced players there. It's a good tackle placed on Hanley, and Hanley's caught holding the ball, and Central's get the first free for this second quarter.
Yes, umpire McKay, no hesitation then.
Yes,
it's a perfect tackle by Hewish.
As Jimmy Hewish gets the ball now, puts a short pass out the centre of the ground.
Andrew Hoskins.
Easily taken by Andrew Hoskins. Another player with A-grade experience. Andrew Hoskins played in the Premiership side 2 years ago. Biles gets the ball, but McNamara's got the speed to get right around him. He'll be attacked there by Hoskins. Good play, puts him off the ball as Biles keeps control of it. Coming through at Simmons. Simmons now kicks the ball out very, very negatively, looking for Hewish, and it'll be too far for him and right through the players' interchange bench, and we'll see a boundary throw in right in front of the commentating point in the grandstand. 4-3
plays 3-1 Noel, so it's still a difference of 8 points, no addition to the quarter time score. Umpire Wade to throw the ball in as the Rucks do battle. South player number 19 was Mats. Comes through to Ron Hewish. He's a wobbly kick to the centre of the ground. Player there, number 46 for South, was Litchfield. In the meantime, a hand pass comes out to Callery. Trevor Callery's got 3 players there, beats them all. Well done, Callery. His hand pass to Simmons. Coming through there for South was a player there, was Michael Hoare. Hoare's going to be set upon, but gets a hand pass to Cole. Cole's kick smothered. Going in pretty hard, these two teams. Hosking with a hand pass, but it's going to go straight to Abraham. He taps it down to McNamara. Oh, his kick smothered as well, so it's very vigorous stuff out there at the moment. Noel Abraham soccers off the ground, gets the ball out in the clear. 44 was Phyllis. The ball goes over his head. Eventually a South player tapping it out to Davidson, and in turn a hand pass to a player there in Travers. Travers' kick was out there to McLean. Oh, the bouncing ball eludes him, but he regains composure. Turns around onto his right foot at centre half forward, or kick in there the door, straight through his fingers, as you said, Noel. A hand pass coming in there by Central, so it's very, very strong stuff at the moment. McLean loses the ball, taken by Biles. He goes to the ground. A hand pass back to Phyllis is a comedy of errors. Phyllis has McLean has a long shot for goal to the vacant square, and I think he's put it through. McLean kicks his first goal, and South's got a break on Central. They got a 5-3, Central's 3-1. Comments, Noel Sharp.
Yes, well, Peter, it seemed to be a game of football between Biles and McLean there at one stage, but McLean, he's been in it for all the start of this second quarter. He was a player that followed it up, carried it through, and in the end resulted in a free by kicking towards the vacant goal square.
So it's South by 14 points. It's back with umpire Wurjatina. He's going to bounce the ball to get play underway once again. Fist away there by Central. Number 6 there was Stutley for South, or turns out of trouble well to Stutley. Gets a short pass there looking for a player on Ireland. Can he trap the ball? He's going to be set upon by Devlin. Coming out there with the ball was Hoare. Tough as nails, Michael Hoare. Picked up there by number 6 for South and Stutley. He's kicked the centre half forward. Door traps the ball well, gets a hand pass to Travers. Travers dummies a hand pass, gets one to Davidson. Turn over there to a player and Holder. He can shoot for goal, and that is champagne football, Noel Sharp. Another goal there to South. So a couple of quick ones. They get a 6-3, Central's on 3-1, and Holder kicks his second goal.
Yes, and that was set up by South, taking it straight through the centre, and you can see there now with Colin Davidson down at centre half forward. He committed himself to the ball, Peter, but got a head high tackle, wasn't picked up by the umpires, and he was the one that allowed that Peter Holder to finish off that kick a goal. He's still down there in the trainer's hands at centre half forward.
That was probably the best passage of the game so far, Noel. That was good stuff then.
Oh, it was league football, as you said, champagne football. As we're back at the centre again with umpire Wurjatina.
He's in a bit of trouble, Davidson, Noel.
Yes,
centre half forward.
Right under the jaw, I think it got him, Peter.
He's on his feet now, though.
He's going fairly fast. There's a ball up there that favours Central's. Tap the ball down. Tapped out again. Stacks on the mill. 2 South players on top of the ball, and the umpire says, "I'll have it." And we'll try and clear it out of the centre. So a good lead to Central's at this stage.
South's not.
South's rather, 18 points. The ball comes out now. Long time to kick the ball there in
Ireland, it was, yes.
Russell Island, and the free kick taken by Paul Devlin.
Yes, and we see Davidson coming off, Noel, and number 49, Platten, who will come on the ground. There's a good name for you,
Yes.
Platten.
Oh, perfect pass there, but it's missed by Steve Layton. It's cleared up by South as they kick the ball out wide, centre wing, looking for the player that did come on in Platten. He runs through the Whyalla Football League insignia, kicks it to centre half forward, but there's too much height there on Abraham this time, and the ball's kicked out far side of the ground.
That was the Noble, Noel.
Noble going to centre half back, Peter, I think, has he?
Looks like it, Noel.
And the ball's kicked out, and it's marked by Phyllis.
Phyllis is on the far side centre wing after that kick from Harris as the rain starts to drizzle down. But it's only drizzly rain. There's a kick by Phyllis to the centre half forward position. Callery making front position, fisted away by Canciani. Crumbs taken away by player number 19 there in Mats for South. He's kicked to the centre half forward position. The ball comes to ground. McNamara was at Travers. It's Travers, in fact. He's trying to get away from a good tackle there by the central player there, number 19. That was O'Halloran. Picked up by Hewish. He kicks it to the far side of the ground. Abraham's the first one there for South. The ball unloads 2 players, including one of his teammates. Gets a long hand pass out there to Platten, number 49, the new player on the ground. He can have a shot for goal, but instead he's picked out a central player and Stephen. He's marked on the last line of defence.
Yeah, Dawes was by himself there and Platten missed him. It's a perfect pass given out this side of the ground. It's taken by Phyllis. Phyllis again kicks the ball to centre forward. It's a good lead given by Jim Hewish, but he can't quite get there in time. Pressure's applied to him, but he gets control of the ball, keeps it going forward and kicks it off the ground in the end for a boundary throw in at 40 metres around from the right behind post. The Central go into attack for one of the few times since earlier in the first quarter, Peter.
Yes, they lead by 20 points,
South
6-3 to 3-1.
South have been very strong around the ground in defence. The ball's taken again by the boundary umpire Wade, thrown in. Burton and McNamara battling for the ball. Good shepherding allows McNamara to get his body over it. The hand pass allows him to come forward. Given out again. Perfect hand pass is given to Travers. Travers this time kicks high to centre half forward. Glenn Clayton uses the body, gets his opponent out the way. Abraham throws the ball out looking for Platten again. Can he do more with it this time, Peter? No, he gets pushed over, but no free, says umpire McKay. There's a lagging on a Central player there, and we'll see a free kick.
Free to Bert Seaton. No, it's not. No, it's not Stephen. In fact, it's number 33, Noble.
33.
13 frees to 10 now.
As the ball's kicked up the ground. Centre wing, down in front of it is Biles. Biles tackled by Abraham. Good tackle applied, but taken again by Clayton. Clayton over the top. Gives the ball to Harris. Harris dummies around onto his natural left foot and kicks the ball. Perfect pass, finds Phyllis.
Phyllis just back at the centre. In fact, just about on centre wing. I'm going to mark as Canciani. Here's his kick. Goes to the half forward line. Big play then up for South, number 40 in Hoare. And Hoare takes a mark. Hand passes quickly on a teammate going through Litchfield. Litchfield's kicked to a vacant position there. It's taken by Anderson. Then goes for another short pass.
In the square.
Finds Graham Dawes. Yeah, Platten's in the square now, but I don't think he saw him. He just back to him. So Dawes from about 45 metres out can put a score on the board for South.
So they're looking for Dawes at every opportunity, Peter.
Dawes coming in for his kick. There's a lot of distance. I think he's flooded it through now, so there's another one for South. They go to 7-goal 3. Central's on 3-1. A 26-point lead to South. We've been playing for 9.5 minutes in the second quarter. So Dawes. So Dawes' second goal. So South now establishing a pretty good lead, especially with the rain coming down. They've got a 7-3. Central's a 3-1. And a bit of loose checking there by Central on that occasion. There's a bounce. Fist to the further afield there by Anderson. Taken by South player and Holder. Holder's on the left boot as he kicks it up to the half-forward position. And a nice mark taken in front by number 5. And that player being McLean. McLean's short pass is going to be intercepted by Central player. That's number 33 again, that's Ian Noble. Noble's kicked to the far side of the ground. Phyllis is out there and takes a mark on the chest.
He's all over the ground, Phyllis Peter at the moment.
Gets around the player. Abraham in pursuit. Oh, good tackle, Abraham. The loose ball comes out to number 43 in Vigi Canciani. He's on his left boot looking for the hand pass. Eventually he gives it to a player there in Hanley. Hanley's kick up to half forward. And he's found a teammate. Oh, he dropped by Mats. That was a bad play, but in the meantime a free kick's been given to that player for a tag when not in position. So South get their first free for the quarter. 13 frees to 11.
This is the wind springing up now, Peter, too. It's favouring that scoreboard end to which South are kicking.
Kick into the almost the full forward position. Getting up high there was a player in McLean, but the ball is over line and through for a... no, it's not. It's over line for a throw in. There's a kick by Seben. Tries to find Kenny Burton, but chipping in was McNamara. That's the winner and runner-up of the C.A. Evans medal in the seconds, doing battle for the ball. We'll see another throw in on the right forward pocket. There was Mats, 41 was Turner. Ball hits the deck. Once again the ball's out of play. So pretty handy lead now for South, especially with the rain coming down.
Yes, it should make conditions a little bit harder for Centrals to get back now, Peter, as the boundary throwing comes in. Mats gets the ball down, comes to Abraham. Abraham pushed in the back, carries the ball towards the centre as Canciani gets the ball, pushes on the left foot right to centre forward, but it's all Centrals there as Bert Seaborn comes out and marks strongly in defence.
Seaborn favours the far side of the ground, looking for a teammate, and I think he's going to be a free kick to Central for looks like a tag or a push. Here's a kick up the centre wing. The holder gets up high, can't take the mark on the second grab. Off hands it goes to Biles. He's looking for a hand pass to Calorie, in turn to Simmons. It's good play. Can Simmons get the favourable bounce? He can. It's back to Calorie. They conceded ground then, Centrals. Pretty indirect stuff. A hand pass here, trying to look for Simmons again by Calorie.
He's caught.
And playing their tag, we're not in possession.
Simmons will get the free.
He'll get a free kick.
A little bit slow at this moment, Simmons. There'll be a 15 metre there, and the player lucky probably not to get reported, Peter.
So a bit of jostling there. 15 metre penalty in favour of Simmons. He's too far out to score. He's on the half forward left flank. He's looking for the big timber up forward. He'll be looking for late and Calorie up forward, I would imagine. No leads coming. Here's his kick. Player there in front was pushed. Oops, going the other way. Going to south, and a 15 metre penalty to boot. Pretty hard to understand that one though. The several players in front, wasn't
Must have got caught by the elbow, I think, Peter. Put it in the face, go for the ball.
Put it in the face then, the cameraman tells me. Kick goes to centre wing, taken by Holder. He bends it over the shoulder. Looking for Travers, who loses his footing. Fisted by Hewish. Travers has got the ball at centre wing, left foot's run up to the half forward line. Mark taken there by South player number 5 in McLean. McLean's hand past Abraham. He's set upon though by a central player. Travers is tagged. All players going in very hard. Eventually a loose handball coming out. Holder's there for South again. He goes to ground and
pushed in the back,
according to the umpire. And a free kick will go to Holder.
So Peter Holder with the ball, left forward flank, kicks the ball into centre half forward. Over the top it's Canciani, can't quite get the top of the ball. Hosking carries it through his legs, says umpire word to China. And he'll be a free kick this time to Centrals.
And another 15 metre penalty now, so they're issuing out the metres of land, aren't they?
Yes, and so Hosking takes the ball, Andrew Hosking kicks the ball to the centre of the ground. High flyer by South, but it's a mark paid to Calorie.
Uses the body extremely well to Calorie. Hand pass out there to Devlin. Devlin to Burton. Central's under extreme pressure. Burton's caught holding the ball and a free kick to South.
At this stage, Peter, Centrals are flat-footed, aren't they? They aren't running enough.
Cole with a free kick centre wing. There's his kick up to centre half forward. Abraham having a jostling match there with number 33 Noble, that spills out the back there to Sealam. Can he pick the ball up? And trying to pick it up on the third attempt, eventually soccers it off the ground, but it goes straight to McLean. Can McLean get a favourable bounce? He's got running support from Hanley, but decides to have a shot on his own. McLean, is he going through? No, it's almost marked by Stevens, but offhand and through for the behind.
Yes, selfish play there by McLean, Peter. He could have set it up a little bit better for other players.
Yes, he could have passed it further field, but there's a kick in. And the kicker should say yes, taken by Hosking. Hosking kicks the ball up to the centre of the ground. Cole, can he pick it up? Oh, drops the ball. Oh. Free kick to that player for a tag. And another 15 metres. So they've really handling these out pretty well as the umpires. And the free there. Hello, another 15 metres. No. Bit of a wrestling match on in the centre of the ground. TV ringside. The free kick's Hanley's, is it? What's going on there?
Phyllis's.
Phyllis's, I should say.
Umpire's a little bit confused there as Phyllis kicks the ball to centre forward. McNamara in front, marks the ball well. Dropped out of the game slightly in the first half of this quarter, Peter. Simon McNamara as South work it well. Take it far side of the ground, but Rosewarne sets up the play extremely well. And pass to Mats. Mats far side of the ground, kicks, dropping back. It's nearly marked there by a central player. Oh, it's a South player pushed right in the middle of the back, right in front of the umpire. No doubt about that one, Peter. And we'll see that player being Abraham, is it? No.
He's number 16 in Anderson, no?
Anderson kicks the ball to full forward, looking for Dorr and Holder. And Holder, has he got it the second attempt? No, says the umpire. Comes out again, hand pass, unselfish this time, given to number 15. Ireland. And Ireland has kicked inaccurately for a point. It's his first score for the game.
So South doing all the attacking now. And already appear to have a strong grip on this game, don't they? 7-5 to 3-1.
Prepared to run the ball out into the open, Peter, aren't they? And back their judgment. Move the ball towards the forward lines at all costs, whereas Centrals they tend to go across the ground, sometimes even at right angles.
So Sebum put the ball in play again. We've been playing for 16.5 minutes into this second quarter. Kick by Sebum. Ball hits the ground. Coming through there was Biles. He's been set upon. Too high according to the umpire, and a free kick will go to Biles. He's on far side halfback flank. It's 7-5 to 3-1.
Another 15.
Certainly handing these out now, aren't they, the umpires? There's Biles' kick, goes to centre wing. Kenciani over the back, but in front of the nice mark taken by McNamara. He's on centre wing. There's his kick into the centre of the ground. Harris versus Platten. Off hands taken by Hosking. Hosking kick out wide. Will find a teammate in Hewish. Hewish is whoops, gets around a player, loses his footing, regains control. Kicks it into the centre half forward position, but it's all south. And mark there taken by number 22 and Graham Taylor. Will hold up that central attack. There's Taylor's kick. Goes into the centre of the ground. Looking for and finding a player number 15 in Ireland. Russell Ireland. There's his kick. Goes out to the half forward line. Abraham in opposition to Noble. Taken by Biles again. His short pass has found Hosking just forward of centre.
Yeah, so Andrew Hosking right in the centre square. Being Central's best player in this quarter. Gets the ball out wide. Looking for Simmons, and Simmons marks. Simmons short kick in looking for Callery, but the ball's knocked away from Callery by McNamara. McNamara runs it through towards the centre of the ground. No players there for South, but coming through it's Platten. Platten grabs hold of a Central player in young Glenn Clayton and gives the free away.
So Clayton's got the ball in the centre. Goes out to the centre. He doesn't make any ground at all for his side. Travers is there for South. He's got a few metres in front of his opponent in Turner. Travers' short pass to Dorr is perfect, and Dorr marks on the chest of the half forward left. Goes to the pocket. The lead was from Plater and Anderson, was it? Number 16, Michael Anderson. And he's taken the mark between half forward and the forward pocket. On a very tight angle.
One goal already to this stage, Anderson.
It's called play on. The hand passes to Dorr. South's in trouble. Back to Anderson, though, was good play in the end. And a long shot for goal by Anderson is going to be good, I think, Knowles. It's just dropping short. And it's off hands and through for the minor score. Good kick by Anderson.
He put himself under pressure though, Peter, didn't they, boy?
Another 5 metres and she would have been a goal there. Yes, they did too. The Tamble put them into trouble. So Stephen to kick the ball in as we see Davidson coming back on and Hanley coming off. Mark being taken out there by Ian Noble. 33. Player on the mark was Ireland. There's Noble's kick. It's a high one. Abraham in front, gets one over the shoulder, called play on. Player there for Central, number 41 was Turner, getting a tag. And not in possession, he'll get the free kick. So Turner with the ball just back out of centre. We're looking to put his team into attack from that position. There's a kick, good looking kick too, almost a centre half forward. Player there going high for the ball was Devlin, and he's taken the mark on the chest between centre and centre half forward. Plays on quickly, goes out wide, looking for Sid Carter. Oh, good usage of the body by Carter, but he can't take the mark. Coming through there again was Carter again. He goes to the ground, gets a bit of a high tackle, does Carter. He's appealing to the umpire for the free, but nothing was forthcoming. Simmons, ball was met by Travers. The loose ball to Matts. Matts kicks the centre half forward. Stutley, not Stutley, should say Platten. And Platten is marked at half forward left. So South looking very dangerous now. There's a kick by Platten. Kicks it to the square, looking for Abraham. He can't take the mark. Sharking the ball in front there was Davidson. Holders coming to assist. Trying to scoop the ball up, trying to tap it out. And we'll see a ball up on the half forward flank.
Yeah, so the difference between South and Central's, Peter, South took it directly into attack, didn't go around the boundaries that time.
21-minute mark.
So we ball up right in front of the
South by 29 points, no?
Grand in front of the scoreboard there as it's tapped out. Goes out to Jeff Harris. Harris on the left foot will find Phyllis, far side of the ground. And Phyllis goes up and will find Hosking. Central looking very well going into attack him, but sledded it down as he's given the ball back to Phyllis. He can't get control of the ball though. Good shepherding by Hosking allows Phyllis to steady down on it, give the ball up to Simmons. Simmons runs right back around, hand passes, but it's an underground one and gives it to Hosking. Hosking pressure applied to him by South, and they force a boundary or a ball up far side of the ground.
Centrals are fiddling around with it now, aren't they? They're too indirect at this stage.
Yes, haven't got a focal point in attack, Peter. Makes a lot of difference. Ball up again. Taps forward, South get it out clearly with a hand pass. Litchfield kicks the centre half forward looking for Holder. Perfect pass through to Abraham there, sets him up, allows him to kick the ball, gives it to Dorr has plenty of time to stop, balk, steady down, Seaborn 5 or 6 yards behind Peter, and Graham Dorr, having another deliberate shot for goal already at this stage, has 2 straight goals.
He should get a score from there, Noel.
Yes.
With a bit of a breeze behind him. There's his kick. I think it's just veering to the left,
yes,
and it's through for the minor score. So Graham Dorr has blotted his copybook somewhat, 2-goal-1. He's been instrumental in a few others as well now.
Yes, Peter, he's been a focal point for South in attack. They knew they could always kick the ball up there, and he's going to contest for them.
So Stephen kicking again. Favouring the outer side. There's his kick out to half-back Ken Burton. Good mark by Burton as he marked on a half-back flank. Yeah, just got Harris further afield, but elects to go straight on the wing there as the siren goes. So South with a handy lead at half-time, Noel. And they in fact lead by 30 points. 7 goals, 7 Centrals are 3-1. And they're better players at this stage, Noel.
No, I think we'll leave it, Peter, and do a resume at the end of the game. We'll see you for the start of the third quarter.
South enjoying a lead of 5 goals. A free kick straight away. Taken by Biles. Gets around a player on the mark. Kicks it to centre half forward. Players going up. No one can take the mark. Comes to ground. Knocked further afield there by player there. The rain starts to come down. Clayton will get the free kick there as he was legged.
So Central's made a couple of changes, Peter, already. Seeing Clayton, is he onto the ball or?
You picked them up, Noel, or just carry on here, see if you can pick any changes up.
It's taking a long time to get this ball in. It's a low kick looking for Simmons, and Simmons has paid a free kick on the forward flank. So another free to Centrals, 2 already for this quarter. Here's the lead forthcoming. It's a good one too, but dropping in front, it's South player McNamara or Travers. Ball's cleared out by South again, right in front of the scoreboard there. Ball's kicked, and it's a diving attempt to mark there, taken by Burton. Burton can't get hold of it though. South player ducked his head and he'll be caught holding the ball. And it's the 3rd free already in this quarter to Centrals. So that Trevor Callery gives them a bit of a tongue lashing at half-time, Peter.
Yes, I know that he would have known. And already this quarter had most of the play. There's the ball. Goes straight through the hands of Cole. Rex Hanley's got the ball now as he's running up towards centre wing. Looks for a player further afield. Well, that player was Platten. Player there losing the ball for Central was 19 and O'Halloran. The loose ball comes back to that player. He gets boot to ball and finds a player through the agency of Andrew Hosking. Hosking's kick to centre half forward will find Kenny Burton. Never gives up this player. 35 years of age. But still got plenty of run on the legs. There's his short pass here will find player in Clayton. Clayton goes on with the business. Kicks it up to the full forward position. Big men fly. Canciani destroying from behind. We'll see the ball over the line for a throw in. So still 30 points of difference now, and at this stage a 5-goal lead is a very valuable one for South.
Yes.
Very handy.
Seems as if it's going to get wetter, not drier too, Peter.
So the ball's thrown on the right forward pocket. Ball hits the deck. And we're coming through McNamara. Like rugby players in Knowles, they're throwing themselves in with Gay Abandon. We'll see another ball up about 5 metres around from the goal square. 7-7 plays 3-1. Approaching the 3-minute mark of this third quarter.
And McNamara's hurt himself when he ran into that other South player, has he? No, his boot come off.
Here's the bounce. Tapped down by Mats. Chain of hand passes eventually ends up with Cole. Cole's kick to the half-back flank. Missed by a Central player. Gathered in by the South player. Kicks it to the... That was Ireland, I think. Well, who were coming through there, player was tagged, but not in possession. McNamara's in there again. It's very screamy passes of play. Holder tried to get a kick, but it was smothered. Dives on it again. These are Tigerish players. Is Holder. He's been one of South's better players today. Picked up there by Platten. Looks for a hand pass. The player coming through, that was Ireland again. He's kicked to the centre of the ground. Abraham knocks the ball further afield, taken by City Carter. And we'll see a free kick being... is it a free kick or a bounce?
Free kick to City Carter. He's caught too high.
So 4th free kick for the quarter already for Central. As Carter's got the ball at half back.
And City Carter, there's a 15 metre there given. unfortunate there because the South player I don't think went over the mark, Peter. I think City Carter went right in onto it. Anyway, the umpire Wurgitina is right on the mark there and given the 15 metres, and there was a lot of 15 metres, 6 of them to be exact in the last quarter. City Carter kicks this one to centre half forward, but dropping in front, it's marked by Litchfield. Litchfield gets the ball, kicks out wide looking for Hanley, but it's tapped away well from him by Phyllis. Phyllis is caught without the ball, no free, says the umpire. Follows it up well, but hand passes back in the south direction. Lost his backs and all, Peter, if we could get a shot of that one. But following the ball up again, it's taken away. Kicked by South. Mats to centre half forward, it's missed. Taken away.
Graham
Dorr. Hand pass over the top by Platten. Platten back to Dorr. Dorr hand passes up in the air, coming through. Hewish will destroy. Can't quite get his foot to the ball properly. The bottom of the pack it's Biles, and Biles will pick up a free kick for a head-eye tackle, and there's another free there to Centrals.
It's 5 for the quarter now.
Abraham lucky not to give a 15 metre away there as Biles has a player set it up loose far side of the ground. Another player in Clayton clear at centre wing. That player there being O'Halloran. Ball's given to Clayton. Clayton's got a paddock to run in, but making up for room is already, it's a FAD down the ground too, given away by number 5 in McLean. Another free down the ground given to Centrals. So Centrals
26 frees to 16 now.
It's a perfect kick there. Centre half forward position. Simmons in front couldn't mark. Applies pressure to the South players, but South have too many people at the fall of the ball and kick the ball up to the forward flank where it's going to go across the boundary line in front of McLean before it can get there. And we'll see the boundary umpire throw the ball in 6-7 minutes into this third quarter in the 1984 Grand Final. South comfortable lead at the moment, 7-7 to Central's 3 goals at 1.
Yeah, no addition to the half-time score. No, we're nearly 6 minutes into the quarter.
So again it's ball up, tapped down by Leighton. Central's run the ball forward. Clayton again kicks the ball, hooks it back centre of the ground, but can't quite get the ball there as South get it out into the clear. Give it out to Hanley. Hanley gets the ball, gets caught by the arm. Lucky not to get tagged for holding the ball, but gets clear, kicks to centre forward over the top. Good mark there paid to the South player over the top of Carter, and that player being Platten. Platten plays on. No, he's giving the free to Carter. Well, the mark to Carter. I suppose it pays to be in front, Peter, doesn't it? You get the benefit of the doubt all the time. Carter doesn't use any of his space, kicks the ball out wide, and it's marked
Ferguson, no?
by Ferguson. Yeah, it is Ferguson. Ferguson on Abraham now, kicks the ball to the centre of the ground. Canciani comes in, can't quite trap the ball, but intelligently taps it off. South player there tagged without the ball, but it's taken away by Central. So O'Halloran kicks the ball to centre half forward. Taken at the bottom of the pack, a Central player run over the top as Harris couldn't get the ball there for Centrals. And McNamara at the bottom of the pack, and in Boyhang he's been in everything for South at this stage, Peter.
Yeah, he certainly has. No, he's played a good game. Umpire Makeda bounced the ball at centre wing. 17 was Leighton. Socked off the ground by Canciani. Fisted further afield there by O'Halloran for Central. Abraham gets boot to ball. Comes out to the half-forward line, tapping over the shoulder was Mats to a teammate there, number 16 and Anderson. Anderson's kicked to the full forward position. Seaborn does a shepherding off to allow Carter to come through. Carter on that characteristic left foot kick to the half back flank has been taken by Mats. But Mats was kicking in danger according to the umpire, and a free kick will go to Central.
Unlucky because the Central player didn't have his hands down there either, Peter.
7th free for the quarter, which is 7.5 minutes old to Central. Nothing to South as yet. Player there caught with the ball was number 33 in Ian Noble. So we'll see a ball throw in on the right half forward flank with South into attack. There's a throw in. 4 players going for the knock there. Kenny Burton has a fresh air shot taken by Biles. He's caught holding the ball, and South for the free kick.
First for the quarter, Peter.
He certainly set upon this chap, don't they, Biles? As soon as he gets the ball on him like a flash. There's McNamara, gets a call upfield from Mats, and Mats takes the mark on half forward right. Roger Mats. Played quite a few league games this year too, Noel. There's his kick. Goes into the full forward position, or a couple of leapers there from South. The ball comes to the front of the pack, taken by Burton, but not before the ball's over the line for throwing. So 7-7 to 3-1 Noel. 8.5 minutes in the quarter and still no addition to the half-time score. Abraham punches it over the head. Seaborn coming through with plenty of endeavour, gets the ball at the half-back. 46 is Litchfield, but we'll see the ball over the line for another throw-in. So it's been pretty tight stuff now. I know, as we said, no addition to half time, but still players going in with plenty of vigour. There's Abraham knocking over the top of the head. Play there in O'Halloran for Central. Strong body player is O'Halloran, picks the ball up, gets rid of it. Mats is there for South on hands and knees. And I think we'll see a ball up. No, he's let it go. Coming out with the ball was McLean for South. He's kicking to the full forward area. And the player there, I think it's Simmons, is it? Not Stutley, is it taking the mark, or is it Platten? It's Platten, in fact, who's taking the mark. He's a strong boy, isn't he?
Gee, he's used the body well there, Peter. Extremely well.
Yes, and particularly against another strong body player in Sid Carter, so that was a pretty good effort. Platten's kick is true, his first goal, so South get their first score for the third quarter. And in fact, it is a first score from either side. 8-7 plays 3-1, so a lead of 42 points now, 36 points.
Yes, and South took a while to get the momentum going in this quarter, Peter, but they seem to have the grand final tied up. Would you say at this stage?
They look the goods at this stage now. I know there's still a quarter and a half to go, over a quarter and a half to go, but South certainly appear to be running out better at this stage.
Yeah, Centrals haven't got one player that can set them going. That's what they really need, don't they? Someone to spark them. They just quite haven't got it.
So back in the centre with umpire McKay. There's the bounce. Turner. Suck it off the ground by Canciano. In danger according to the umpire. And the free kick will go to Central. 28 frees to 17 now.
Yes, well...
So Biles with a kick. He'll get around to play on the mark. No, caught by Abraham. Called play on. Abraham diving on the ball. Taken there by South. Hand pass from Hanley to Travers. Travers short pass in the half forward. Looking for a player there in McLean. McLean's hand pass back to Travers. Travers can have a shot for goal. Puts it on its way, but I think he's missed. He's through for one behind. For Travers' first score. One behind, and South move on to 8 goals. 8. Central's 3-goal-1.
As the ball's kicked out far side, finds Hewish. Hewish steadies it down in the back pocket. Central's having to go very negatively because they're getting beaten up the centre of the ground. Can't quite get the ball as South have 2 players on it. Their hand pass is poor. Taken by McNamara. He hand passes to the player backing up in Travers. Travers can't get hold of it either, and the umpire to come in and bounce far side of the ground. And South seem to be able to send up that loose man up the centre of the ground very easily, Peter.
Yes.
Boundary throw in again. It's tapped forward well by Centrals. Follow the ball up, but South apply pressure to it. McNamara throws the ball out again, gets the ball moving. His hand passed up again. Another hand pass to Holder. Holder has a couple of metres spare, kicks the ball to full forward. It's over the top of the players there in Mats, and it's through for another point. So Holder's first point.
Yes, he's kicked 2-1. He's been a pretty handy player, Holder. Seaborn decides to have a bit of a kick to himself. Gets in a bit of trouble, but hand passes to a player in Ferguson. Ferguson's got the ball at half back. A long kick to the centre of the ground. Should be marked by South. No, missed by Cole. Calorie off the ground. And just about find Biles. Biles is a bit of trouble. And he's got a bit of push in the back too as Biles and get the free kick on far side centre wing. So 9 frees for the quarter is not bad after 13 minutes of play. There's a kick by Biles. We'll find teammate Jeff Harris further afield, and he's at half forward right. Too far out to score. Goes short. Will it come unstuck? No, he's found Devlin in the forward pocket, so Devlin a little bit closer to goal. He'd be about 40 metres out from goal.
It'll be too far to score, Peter.
Yeah, he's on a bit of an angle there, very tight angle on the pocket. There's his kick. Goes to the square. Mark there to South. A strong mark taken there by Taylor.
Yes, the only man there really that wanted the ball, Peter. A lot of experience.
Taylor will come to the grandstand flank. There's his kick. We're looking for number 16 in Anderson. He's got a couple of alternatives there, and Litchfield the player taking the mark. There's his kick. Looking for Ireland, and finds that player. Ireland with a hand pass to Anderson. Anderson's kick is smothered. McNamara, hand passing it further afield, but it's going to go straight to Central player. Player there 44 is Phillips for Central, but emerging with the ball number 33, Noble. Noble's to the half forward line. Canciani from behind, can't take the mark. 41 is Turner. Players go to ground with the ball. That player being Canciani, and also Turner will see a ball up half forward left. So it's still 8-9 to 3-1. 38-point lead to South. There's the bounce. Play there, number 46 is Litchfield. Kicks it further afield to Hanley. Hanley's got nowhere to go, so hand passes over there blindly. Unfortunately, he's taken the ball was Ireland. Ireland's kicked to centre wing. He's going to be marked by a holder. He's played a good game this player now.
Yes, he's a real ball player.
Holder's kick. Looking for a teammate in Platten. Abraham with the crumbs. Hand pass to Travers. He's got a few metres on his opponent. Abraham does a shepherding. Travers can run right in. Hand passes over to Dorr. Dorr can line up from Warno. Hand passes back to Travers. Travers puts it on its way. And as you can hear by the crowd, he's put it through for his first goal. And they're really combining well now.
Yes.
Play that was set up by Sarah from Holder, didn't it, Noel, from the centre wing position?
Yes, the Centrals didn't want the ball, South did, and they moved the ball clearly all the way, and in the end Travers had the option of either kicking the goal or hand passing over the top. But he kicked accurately, and a very good lead at this stage to South.
Yes, the lead by 44 points, 9-9 to 3-1. We've been playing 15 minutes in this third quarter. So we've got about quarter and a half to go. It's back in the centre with umpire Burgetino. Ball comes to the ground. McNamara's number 3, picked up by 11 Clayton. Clayton will get the free kick. And Central picked up another free. Play on the mark is Platten. There's Clayton's kick. Goes to half forward. Simmons up with one hand. Burton the crumbs. Can have a long shot for goal, can Kenny Burton. I think he's put it through. Was it touched? It's just touched right on the inches in from the line. So the Miners scored the result. So Central's kicked their, is that their first score for the quarter night? They go to 3-2, that is. In the meantime, the short pass is taken by Rosemont. Yes, their first score for the quarter. In fact, their first score since quarter time now. 3-1 at quarter time. Mark taken out there by McNamara. The South. He's on half-back flank. This is kick up the centre wing. Platten versus Clayton. Platten a strong mark. And he's been a handy player now, hasn't he?
He's got a strong body, Peter, hasn't he? Can't move him. As he dodges around now, looks like he's been watching Central Districts play, Peter, as he kicks the ball looking for Holder. Holder out position at that stage. The ball's knocked away from him. Follows it up though, he's a good player, Peter Holder. He puts the ball on his left foot, natural one, and kicks it back looking for a Door at full forward, but it's over the top of Door, and there's a Central player pushes Anderson in the back, and there'll be a free kick. You can see there 45 metres out from goal directly in front. Anderson has 1 goal 1 to this stage.
Might be a little bit too far out, Nolan, or?
South's always got 1 or 2 alternatives at full forward, Peter, haven't they?
Yes, they've got some tall timber up there. There's Anderson's kick. I think he's posted it now. He's put it through for a goal.
Good shepherding too by Holder.
And South at double figures now. 10-9 to 3-2. And we've been playing for 17 minutes in the third quarter.
There's a fatal mistake in the goal square there. There was only 1 Central defender and 1 South. It was quite easy for Holder to shepherd him out. Allow it to go through for a goal. So 10-9, 3-2.
Back with umpire McKay in the centre. 41 is Turner. Biles coming through. Ball goes to ground. Stacks on the mill, we'll see a ball up. So 10-9 plays 3-2. I wonder, it's a lead of 7-7. What's that? 49 points in favour of South. Here's a bounce down. Turner gets it over to Burton. Burton on the left foot kicks it high to the centre wing position, or just forward of centre wing. Litchfield's there for South. Taps it over the line, we'll see a ball in, throw in. So Mats versus Turner. Kenny Burton working hard as normal on the bottom of the pack. We'll see another ball up. Still 10-9 to 3-2. Mats versus Turner once again. McNamara also going up, taken by Biles. Gets his kick away into centre half forward. It's all South there, the mark taken by Michael Hoare. The half back flank of South. Come up through the thirds. There's his kick. Looking for McNamara. Finds that player. And he's contributed pretty well to South's cause today. There's his kick looking for Canciani. Called play on. Thought he had the mark. Hooks it over the shoulder into the centre of the ground. Hewish versus Travers. Hewish goes to ground, needs some support, gets it from Whyalla and a hand pass to Burton is good play. Burton's short pass will find captain coach Trevor Callary just in the centre of the ground.
Yes, and Trevor Callary, centre of the ground, looking for the big screw punt to full forward. It's a wobbly one. A big pack there as it's tapped down the front. Litchfield knocks it out to McNamara. McNamara caught but manages to get the hand pass out into the open. Taken away there by number 29 in Cole. Cole kicks out to the open spaces. Holder. No, it's Travers up looking for Holder. McLean comes in, the ball's given across to Carter. Carter, he's got the body, but he's caught well. Extremely strong tackle applied to him, coming through O'Halloran kicks the ball down to the forward pocket where it's taken away from Clayton by McNamara. McNamara hand passes up, the ball comes back to him, but it's a little bit sloppy as Burton runs in, cleans up and kicks to the forward flank.
It's going to be marked by Rosewarne and he marks safely at halfback. Plays on quickly, gets a long hand pass over there to Ireland. It's too far for that player, but he's got Hanley in there to assist. Hanley getting onto that right foot this time, kicks it further afield and there's a lead there from Anderson. And Michael Anderson has taken the mark at centre wing. Always in trouble but gets around the player on the mark. Will kick long, looking for Holder. Holder's in front of Seabum. Seabum destroys from behind, picked up by 33 and Noble. Noble's kick to centre wing is going to be marked by a player there in Brian Ferguson. Ferguson goes short, looking for Simmons. And Simmons the fingertip mark at centre wing. He's got Phyllis out loose. It was a bad kick. He's going to put Hanley in the van. The ball's over the line for another throw in centre wing. The South have a strong grip on this game, 10-9 to 3-2, and we've been playing for almost 21 minutes into the third quarter. Mats versus Turner. Taken by Hosking to centre half forward. And once again a mark taken by Rosewarne. He plays on quickly and gives it to Cole. Cole's kick is going to be out of bounds on the full, and Simmons will be the recipient of the advantage free kick. So John Simmons gained the kicking action, but pretty effective. Gets the ball up to the half forward flank, but a mark's been taken there by a player in McLean, Jeff McLean. So not much happening, Noel.
No, it's slowed down considerably, Peter.
Slowed down. South got a big lead in this game. There's his kick. Almost a mark taken by Holder. The crumbs to Stutley. Stutley with a hand pass over to number 15 there in Ireland. Ireland set upon, but gets it over to Travers. Travers running into the goal, puts it on its way, and I think he's posted it through. Is it going to be touched on the line? No, I think it's through for a goal now. Travers kicks to his second goal, in fact his second for the quarter. And South going well away with this game, further in front. They get 11-9, Central's 3-2.
It's a good play by South, getting the ball out in the open. Again, it was Travers put in the 2 or 3 quick big strides, Peter, got out in the open, settled down and just made it by millimetres.
Yes. As the scoreboard suggests, Central's just haven't got enough up forward now to capitalise on their efforts when they get it up there, but no one to finish it off, have they?
No, Peter, it doesn't look like they. We're back at the centre again. Turner taps the ball back to Simmons. Simmons gets it out to Clayton. Clayton kicks the ball high, looking for Biles in the forward pocket, but running in it's Coles.
Yes.
Cole marks the ball, puts it down once in the wet conditions, then comes back through the centre of the ground. And you have to admire South by coming that way, although they leave it go this time, coming through Hanley. Hanley's got speed to burn on his right foot. I wonder what's wrong with his left one, Peter, as he puts it up to full forward, where it's marked there by Seabourn, and we saw the 3/4 time score in the 1984 grand final. South's 11 goals 9, plays Central's 3 goals 2.
South 11-9. Central's on 3-2, and we see Graham Dorr having one on the ball. Tap taken there by Central. Kick up to the half forward line. Player there, number 38, was Callahan. The kick going in the direction of Travers. Ronnie Hewish is there, number 27 for Central. He's set upon by Travers. The loose ball to Holder. Holder's on the left foot. He can have a shot for goal from there. Drives it long. It's offline, or is it through for? I think he's kicked it now. Holder's kicked the goal. And so South go to 12-9, Central 3-2, and that goal took only about 30 seconds. Holder's third goal, he's kicked 3-1 for the game. He's been a very, very damaging player up there for South. So a very big lead to South in this game. Lead of 10 goals. And we're back in the centre with umpire McKay. You see Dore and Ruck again for South. In opposition to number 17 in Leighton. Taken by Leighton, gets a pass out there to Simmons. Simmons is on centre wing as he kicks it up to half forward. Making front position was Taylor. And Taylor takes a strong grab at centre half back. Graham Taylor, plenty of league experience. There's his kick. Out to the centre wing position, looking for Dore. Off hands to Harris. Harris on the left foot, kicks it back to the half forward flank position. Player Devlin going for the ball, can't take the mark. Off hands again. We'll see a free kick this time to, I think it's young Phyllis, is it? Or is it Clayton? No, in fact it's Phyllis. And he's got the free kick half forward left. Too far out to score. Lead coming from Hewish. He ignores that lead, goes long to full forward. Pack go up and a strong mark taken in front by Trevor Kellery. He's only about 10 or 15 metres out from goal, and this should be the score. Centrals have only kicked one behind since quarter time. It just tells you the dominance the South have had in this game. Kick by Kellery is through for a goal. His first goal, and Centrals, a very belated one, go to 4-2. South are on 12 goals 9. Kellery's contribution has been 1-1. Central's 4 goal 2. So this game has been a pretty disappointing one though, wasn't it, so far as the spectators' point of view?
Yes, Peter, not quite as much atmosphere as there was earlier in the game.
Everybody expecting a lot closer result than this. Back in the centre again. Player their leg was Biles and will get the free kick. So Trevor Biles, number 42. He's never given up. He's been tried very hard today as well. His kick's been smothered. Tried to get around the man on the mark again. Dore, the body. Hand passes to McNamara. McNamara's kick looking for Holder. He can't hold the mark, but he's being given a free for a tackle over the shoulder. It's been the difference in the two teams, Noel, where South have just simply had better forwards, haven't they?
Yes, Peter, yeah.
Taken by McLean. He can have a running shot for goal. No pressure applied. Going on the 2 to McLean. He's second. 2 goals 3. And South just doing as they like. They career away now. They go to 13-9. Centrals are on 4-2.
Yes. There was a belated goal there by Centrals, I think, Peter, but South's coming home with the breeze now. As you said, not much atmosphere in this game from quarter time onwards.
It's been pretty disappointing. South led by 5 goals at half time. They stretch it to 9 goals at 3/4 time. So they've increased the lead at every change now. So it's back with umpire McKay as we see Dore coming off and Steve Glacken coming back on the ground. Bounce in the centre. Burton's there. Also Andrew Hosking. He got legged and we'll get a free kick. Free kicks to 33-19 now.
So as Hosking kicks the ball up looking for Simmons, and Simmons has started to become a bit of a focal point in the half forward flank now, Peter. Kicks the ball out wide. That should be marked quite easily there by Clayton. Clayton shifted at half time. His kick up looking for Kellery. Kellery lets the ball run loose, but it's taken away from him easily. McNamara gets the ball, big hand pass over the top, taken away.
Kim Stutley.
Stutley dives on the ball again, looks for the boundary line and sees it go across right in front of the Central's coach's box for a boundary throw-in.
Yes, Kim Stutley, the ex-West player, playing in the South Seconds. Played in the 78 Premiership team though. Here's the throw-in. It's free kick being awarded. We'll go to Central player. That player is number 17, Steve Leighton, with a free kick. His Leighton's kick goes up at the half forward line, Kellery in front, and we'll get the free kick.
Central's picking up all the frees in this quarter, Peter.
Yes, they've
got another one. 35
frees to 19 for the game so far, and also certainly had a ton more free kicks. Here's a kick by Kellery, goes to full forward. Well, a lot of players there going for the ball. Off hands it comes to Rosewell, a hand pass there to Ireland. Oh, Ireland just walks out of trouble. He's got plenty of time. He even has a bounce. Kicks the ball to the centre of the ground. Holder and Abraham there for South. 19 was O'Halloran, taken by Leighton. A hand pass to Ken Burton. Burton gets around a South player. Kicks the ball to centre half forward, but it's all South. The mark taken there by Canciani.
Vince Canciani at centre half back. steadies down play now, puts a short one in, puts players under pressure as Clayton cuts it out well, dummies a hand pass one way, but he gives it back to South and taking it away is McLean. McLean puts a perfect pass and will find Travis centre forward. Travis plays onto Abraham very quickly, gives the ball down the ground, but pressure applied to him by Hewish at the last minute, causing him to kick inaccurately, and it goes across right in front of the scoreboard, far side of the ground. Central's players cleaning up there.
Siebel.
Beautiful hand pass by Siebel, finds Ronnie Hewish. Hewish another hand pass up the ground, taken away by Noble, I think it was. Kicks the ball to centre forward. Callery nearly pulled in a big one. South knocked the ball away, but it's all Central's following up now as Hosking onto the ball quickly, kicks the ball to full forward line, but cut out at the last minute by a desperate attempt by the South defence, and Stacks on the mill when they force a boundary for a ball up 35-40 metres out directly in front of goal.
Yes, 13-9 to 4-2 now, so South leading very, very comfortably by 9 goals, 7. There's a bounce by umpire Urgitina, taken there by McNamara. Goes to the ground, gets the hand pass out to Rosemoon. Rosemoon scoops one out to Anderson, but it's going to come unstuck as Bowles coming through. Bowles snatches the ball away from South. A hand pass out to Simmons, who was running past in support. His kick out wide to Clayton's good, and Clayton marks on half forward right. He's got Simmons further afield with a short pass, and that's where it goes to Simmons. And Simmons marks in the forward pocket.
Made a very hard angle of it, Peter.
So John Simmons played a good game against West in the last weekend's preliminary final. He's on a very tight angle. Lead from Callery, but I think he'll ignore that and go for goals. Central's badly needing them, of course. Here's a left foot shot for goal, goes right in the square. All players getting up high. This could be a goal off hands as a mark. Mark's been paid there to Devlin, is it? A bit of a fisticuff on behind the plate. It's Andy Cole with look at it, giving a
15-metre away.
Jostling match, and he's going to put him right on the line. So he might as well put this one down for a goal. Centrals will kick their 5th goal. The player is Paul Devlin, the 3rd medalist. Just walk in and put on the boot, boy. There it is. Straight through the goal. Centrals kick their 5th goal. At the 8-minute mark, they go to 5 goals, 2. South are 13 goals, 9.
Yes, and it's the only 2 goals they've scored except for in the first quarter, Peter, as you commented before. And that's not the way to win grand finals, is it?
No, not this, that's for sure not. The South have just been too strong all over the ground. Plenty of running players, plenty of backup support. And Centrals haven't been as direct as South, and South have had something name up in the forward lines, have they not?
Yeah, South have had a similar side to the side that won the premiership last year and surprised everyone. And they've basically kept that side together this year.
Yes, Centrals have lost a few players, and they've got a few youngsters who no doubt will benefit from the experience today, and it'll keep them in good stead for future years. Back in the centre, Mats versus player there in Leighton. Picked up by Stutley, forces the ball further afield. McNamara pouncing on the ball. He's been a live wire all day today. Leighton the hand pass out there to Simmons. Simmons on the boot to centre wing. Hosking. Hosking versus Hoare. Hosking eventually picks the ball up. He's got a lead out in the pocket by Devlin, the kick of the last goal from Central. And Devlin marks overhead in the forward pocket.
I think South have eased the pressure off a little bit, Peter, and letting Centrals get clear.
Yes, can happen too, Noel, when you're about 10 goals in front. And so Devlin with a chance for another goal. He's a kick on its way. I think he's drilled it through, Noel. Right over the umpire's head. So Devlin kicks his 2nd goal as many minutes. And Central making the scoreboard a little bit more respectable. They go to 6-2, South of 13-9.
Yes, as we see the crowd starting to build up for this grand final. A lot of activity and starting to get a bit of colour around the ground now.
Yes, the weather's holding on pretty well now. There's a few spots of rain during this game, but nothing major.
Didn't upset the game as a spectacle, did it?
Not in any way, no.
As we see Stutley being interchanged now, and looks like Davison going back on.
So back in the centre, Mats versus Leighton, taken by Canciani. Drops the ball onto the boot, doesn't gain a lot of metres. Central player O'Halloran, number 19 in front there, can't take the mark. O'Callaghan off the ground. The tackle being applied to Hosking was too high, and Hosking with a free kick at centre wing. Had a good second half, Hosking. Needs his kick up to half forward. The mark there taken by Platten.
Had a good game since he come on off the interchange bench.
Very strong, yeah, very solid player now, wasn't he? Built similar to Kim Stutley of South. There's his kick, goes to centre wing. At the back, O'Halloran punched further afield. Hewish is there for Central. Travers is also there, Phil Travers. Evades a tackle, can get a hand pass across, too slow, should have got the handball across long before then, and the free kick will go for holding the ball. And Simmons with a free kick, goes short to Hewish. Doesn't gain many metres, but at least they've still got control of the ball. So Hewish at half-back, taking plenty of time. There's a kick up the centre wing, big pack of players. A hand pass coming out there, but goes straight to Biles. Another good hand pass to Burton. Further in turn to Hosking's good play. Hosking's kick up to centre half forward. Taylor to South in the van and takes the mark overhead.
So no pressure at all applied to Taylor as South setting it up in defence there. Kicks the ball down, but in front it's Harris. Couldn't quite mark the ball. Callery got the ball, taps the ball out. Taken away there by number 33 in Noble. Noble kicks the ball out wide, and it's a beautiful one out of mark taken by Phyllis. Phyllis, one of the smallest players on the ground in this game, kicks the ball into centre half forward, but it's all South. McNamara spills it, running through Callaghan. Callaghan gets the ball on his left foot, puts it through for goal, Peter, yes?
Yes.
And Darryl Callaghan has his first goal.
Showed plenty of endeavour there, and he raced through the pack there and put it on its way. And Central's starting to play a lot better, but as you say, Noel, it could be because South have released the pressure somewhat. Yes, still Central's best quarter by far, Noel. They've kicked 4 goals.
As you said, Peter, earlier on, Central's blooding a lot of young players here today. A lot of the players out of their Colts final playing here today, as well as from South as well. A lot of their under-19s players. They have played a lot of league this year.
It's back with umpire McKay. Leighton versus Anderson's having a stint on the ball, taken by Platten. Platten gets out of trouble, caught again, must get caught holding the ball. And the free kick will go to Biles, number 42. And the free kicks have been rather amazing, Noel, haven't they? 38 frees to 19 in favour of Central. So they've doubled their number of free kicks. Callery off the ground. Tam Phyllis, number 44, picks it up at half forward, goes short, looking for Clayton. He's in opposition to Ireland. Neither player can get the ball. The play there thrown to the ground was Ireland. Picked up there by Ken Burton. He's a very scrambly passage to play. Ken Ciani with a hand pass out there. Eventually picking the ball up was Devlin, but he's set upon and rushed over the line for throw in. So we've been playing for 13.5 minutes now, and the lead has been reduced to 7 goals after being 11 there at one stage. See another ball up on the half forward line. So what promised to be a good game, close game, Noel, has sort of faded out to a one-horse race.
Yes, I think South put that into perspective by half time.